Alright, I need everybody to say, Michael James Hoffman, you suck. Say it.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
Why do you want to say that for? You want him to sing for you. You don't insult him.
Okay, so everybody say, Michael James Hoffman, you rock. Look at the camera and say it.
Hold on here.
None of us.
Why do we have to say that?
Why not?
He does rock, and if he came and sang, you would see girls throwing panties at him.
We want to see girls throwing
We want to see girls throw panties, bro.
Patty.
That's our motivation. Girls throwing panties, please. Thank you.
What's going on, guys and gals? My name's Sean, and if you landed here, you're watching Scar My Guitar. What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you back. Now, today we're going to do something we ain't done in a while. Today we're going to be checking out a new laser engraver. Well, this guy's not really just a laser engraver. I think it's like 48 watts, so it's pretty much a laser cutter, too. Yeah, 48 watts. We ought to be able to chop some stuff up with this thing, I'm thinking. Probably start a fire if we're not careful. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I love to make stuff. I mean, I literally sit around all day thinking about things that I could make. So when Acmer, or Acmer, or however it is, however you say it, it's right here, it's the name right here. It reminds me of the old Bugs Bunny cartoons with the Acme. He used to order that stuff from that place. I still don't know how to say that either, or this name either. But there it is. Nope, I don't know how to say it, but when they told me they were willing to send me this machine right here for me to check out, and I could be totally honest about it, I said, cool, send it. And I honestly really don't even know what we can do with it, other than burn some logos on it, maybe cut some knobs or something out with it. I don't really know what we can do with this thing for guitars, but I have a little idea. Now, I know what you're thinking. You don't see no machine. Well, let me show you this. And what this is one big, bad mamma jamma. Now, I promise you we're going to have some fun with this thing. You see how it come well packaged? I just took it straight out of a box. It was wrapped in foam. But everything was packaged up and put inside this thing like this. Really cool. It's got a built-in camera you can see right there. On the right side of it here, it looks like this is where we plug everything in at. And then it's got some other controls up here. Looks like we got a key for it, maybe. On and off button, hopefully. Emergency stop. Then on the back here, it looks like we got a switch for the light and a switch for the fan. And I like to show these kind of specs for the nerds that like to see it. Because I'm a spec nerd myself. But this thing's enclosed and it says it doesn't get smoke in the house. Now, they got the wrong guy to see if that's true or not. Because I don't want the smoke in my house if it ain't. Something like this, I'd just use it outside anyway. Because it is something that can catch on fire. But this is absolutely one big bad baby right here. Let's get all this stuff out of here and put it together. Now hang on just a dang minute. Sean, you can't go tearing all that stuff up out of that thing before you tell us what you're gonna make. Bro, look. I don't even know what we're fitting to make. I'm just gonna go out here and see how good this thing will cut. See what we can come up with, man. But it ain't gonna do it itself. So that's enough lip flapping. Let's make it happen. Well, it's looking pretty good. Let's open it up and see what goodies are in here. Now that's going to be some kind of hose when you stretch it out for the exhaust. I have no clue why we would have a polka dot thing, but maybe that has something to do with something. And the unboxing guide. Huh. An unboxing guide. Get out of here, guys. What do we got here? Acmer tools. Bunch of little cool stuff. Yep, keys, just like I thought. Some wires. Looks like some tie wraps. Well, let's get to the good stuff. Right to the laser. Wow, that's heavy. That's really heavy. Yeah, she's really heavy. And crinkly stuff. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Cha-ching. Yeah, this thing should cut through a 2x4. Huh. Looks like some glasses. Yep. It says material package. Well, that tricked me. I thought it was going to be a little bigger than that. Yeah, I thought that's going to be a little thicker than that, but, you know. And it's a bunch of little wood stuff. Looks like maybe some magnets. cork board for a coaster. Just stuff. The old accessory package. See what this is. Huh. It's a little thicker than the material package. And what's in the accessories? Oh. It's going to be our power cord. Our cord to connect it to the computer. Cool. And what do we got here? It's like a bunch of hoses. And a clamp. It's probably going to be for this. When you put it on the back. I don't know. Let's see. And this is going to be the air pump for the air assist to keep it from catching on fire. Let's pull this out and see if there's anything else. That's it. So what have we got left? What are these things? Oh, these are little magnetic clamps. Look. That's cool. That holds your material in place in case you bump your machine. Wow. It's got a lot of space in there, but what if I wanted to do this right here? I wanted to put my logo on my guitar neck. That's not gonna work, is it? Maybe. But check this out. Yep, you can just pull that right out of there. Now I can lay that in there anywhere I want it. That's dope. It's gonna be easy to connect the laser. It's just got one wire, look at that. It goes right here. Just put that there like that, right there, boy. And then we'll slide this in there. Loosen these up so it'll go down some further. There we go. Get him on down. Now, I can't adjust the exact height I want yet. But there it is, it's installed. Nice and tight. If you just want to wear your glasses and don't want to have this little guard here, it comes right off, it's magnetic. I like it on there. Now this is the coolest thing ever. You see this right here? This is our air assist. We put this on this little thing right back here. Then we pull this out. Attach the other end of the hose here. And then we're going to take our little air pump and we plug it in here. And then we go from here to the front of the pump here. And the air assist, it's just built right into the frame. That's so cool, man. And then the power supply is going to go here. And then we're going to plug this in here. The blue cord. And then that will go into our laptop or computer of your choice or whatever. I want to use my little laptop here. See what we got in here. We need the keys, don't we? Yeah, we need the keys, Jack. Yeah, we gotta take this old bad boy for a spin. Ooh. Ooh. Nice, too. Now, it looks like we got a little Giga chip. And this thing here is gonna be the adapter for it. So let's get it out of here. Gonna go in here somehow. Probably like that. Let's put it in here. So it looks like it has the engraving parameters on this chip here. I could probably go straight to my light burn over here. So let's check out the software here. Windows. See what it is. Installing a driver of some type, I'm thinking. I can hear the machine making noises now. So something just happened. Driver install success. I guess we close this. Alright, let's do this right here. We'll open up light burn here. First thing we're going to do is go to devices. We'll go to import. We'll look on this chip here. It says software. And then we've got this right here. It should tell this machine exactly what it is for light burn. You saw that? Yep. Yep, we're going through USB. Nice. Yep, we'll auto home it on startup. Where's the origin of your laser? The rear left. Yep. Now before we can actually do anything, we got to take these stops out. This is going to keep it from moving anywhere. They put them in here for shipping. We'll take them out real quick. Get this thing working. Now I just imported my logo in here. I'll move it over here. Probably about right here. I'll turn him around. And I'm just going to burn it. Go over here to my cuts and layers. I don't know if this is good or not, but let's see what happens. Now what I'm doing now, I've already done a few tests. I'm burning it onto this just very lightly, so then I can just slide this over where it goes, burn it real quick, be done. So now what I'm going to do is, just going to draw a line here. Draw a line through the center of this. And all the way out. I also draw a line here. Show me where that starts. I can put this tip right here on that in the middle. I didn't just burn it on the surface, I embedded it into the wood so I could come back and do this to it. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yep, that's what we wanted right there. Now I know this ring's to go over here to hold this on, but man, it's a tight fit anyway. It ain't coming off of there. Not for what I'm doing. Sure ain't. Now, a lot of you guys don't know nothing about redneck engineering, but I want to make sure the smoke gets outside. Now, it ain't pretty, but it's effective. Now, I got this piece of wood in here. I'm gonna make a few little plaques for the room in here. It's gonna be cool. Close him on down and get to work. Now we're cutting through the board right now. Let's see if it cuts all the way through. That'd be cool if it does. That's a 3/4 inch piece of pine right there, and it's select pine too. We'll come back and see. Yeah, this thing's leaking smoke like crazy. That's why I didn't do it in the house. Yeah, they ain't made one that don't yet. Sorry, Acmer, but you're leaking smoke. Yeah, it's not leaking smoke so bad that I can't be out here with it. But it is leaking smoke. In the house, no. Garage, surely. Alright, let's see what we got under here. Wow. I mean, let's see something here. Here's what I'm anxious to see. Go all the way through. That definitely sketched on there beautifully, didn't it? Well, let's cut this out with a bandsaw and see how far it went down. Well, it almost went through. If I'd have done one more pass, it would have went all the way through that, I bet you. We'll try it again here in a minute. I don't know if you guys can see my little design here, but I'm gonna try to cut out a little circle and we can make a keychain out of this. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if it cut all the way through. Oh yeah. Now that is pretty dang impressive. I mean, super impressive, really. I don't know if that came out the way I would have wanted it to, but it does look cool. Yeah, fellas, that's a wow. You see that, right? It's a .79. I went 4 passes. The speed was at 4, and I put the power at 100%. Hey, let's try these cool things out. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm digging that already. Yep, that's cool. It's gonna keep it nice and flat for us, so it's not sticking up different ways. You see that? Look at that, dude. Now you know I gotta make a pick guard. Let's do it. Now that looks good, man. It's a nice clean cut. Look at that. And you can tell it went all the way through because the little screw hole pieces are missing. Well, let's do something cool to it next. Now that's looking pretty cool. Let's see how it turns out. All right, she's done. Ooh, smoky in here. Look at that. It's just pulling right on out of there. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool, especially if you're into this kind of thing. You know, if you like that paisley or whatever, you could just go crazy on everything. Or, I mean, if you just like to do stuff like this, there you go. Now, what's my final thoughts on the laser cutter? It's 48 watts of totally awesome. You could absolutely make some guitar knobs. We made a pick guard. I'll even bet you we can cut a guitar neck out with that thing. That's probably something we should do in a live video. Maybe next Saturday. Oh yeah, it's Saturday. We have live video on Saturday, 10 p.m. Hope to see you there. Now, if you want one of these machines, there's a link in the description. If you use my link, you'll save a little money. Now, I ain't gonna make nothing from it, but you'll save a little money. Yeah, I don't make nothing. I already got the machine. But like I said, live video tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there. Me and Kathy really appreciate you watching, guys. Until I do see you again, don't you touch my Scar guitar.